power of small changes for big results. James Clear's Atomic Habit is a powerful guide that explores how small, consistent changes can create remarkable transformations in our personal and professional lives. Clear introduces the concept of atomic habits, which are tiny, incremental behaviors that accumulate over time to produce meaningful results. Unlike drastic changes that often feel overwhelming and unsustainable, atomic habits focus on making small improvements that steadily compound. The core message of the book is that success is not about achieving overnight results but about mastering daily habits that align with your goals and values. At the heart of Clear's approach is the belief that true behavior change comes from focusing on systems rather than outcomes. He argues that while goals provide direction, systems, the processes we follow every day, are what drive lasting results. For example, instead of setting a goal like I want to lose 10 kilograms, Clear encourages building a system that includes daily exercise, healthy eating, and regular sleep. By consistently following these behaviors, the desired outcome naturally follows. The power of compound growth. One of the book's most impactful ideas is the power of small gains. Clear explains that improving by just 1% each day may seem insignificant, but over time, these small improvements compound into remarkable results. For instance, improving your fitness routine, learning a new skill, or strengthening relationships through small, positive actions can lead to extraordinary growth. Conversely, neglecting small negative behaviors like skipping workouts, overspending, or procrastination can gradually lead to failure. Clear illustrates this concept with the example of a plane departing from Los Angeles for New York. If the plane's trajectory shifts by just a few degrees, it may end up in Washington, D.C. instead. Similarly, minor lifestyle changes may seem trivial at first, but they eventually determine your long term success or failure. The habit loop and its role in behavior change. Clear builds upon the habit loop concept, which includes four stages: cue, craving, response, and reward. Understanding this loop is essential for both developing good habits and breaking bad ones. First is cue, a trigger that promotes a behavior. Example, seeing your phone reminds you to check social media. Craving, the desire or urge that follows the cue. Example, craving connection or entertainment. Response: the action or behavior you take. Example: opening Instagram. Reward: the satisfaction or pleasure you experience. Example: feeling entertained or informed. To create better habits, Clear proposes following the 4 laws of behavior change, practical strategies that align with each stage of the habit loop. First is make it obvious. The first law focuses on identifying the cues that trigger your habits. Clear emphasizes the importance of improving self awareness by identifying current behaviors. One effective technique he recommends is habit stacking, which involves linking a new habit to an existing one. For instance, if you want to develop a habit of reading, you might decide to read for 5 minutes immediately after brushing your teeth. Since brushing your teeth is already an established habit, connecting reading to that routine makes it easier to remember. Another effective strategy is creating a visual environment that reinforces positive behavior. For example, placing your workout clothes by your bed serves as a visual reminder to exercise in the morning. Conversely, to break a bad habit, Clear advises making the cues less visible. For instance, if you want to reduce screen time, keeping your phone in another room reduces the temptation. Second, make it attractive. Clear emphasizes that motivation thrives when habits are appealing. To make positive habits desirable, he recommends a strategy called temptation bundling. This technique involves pairing an enjoyable activity with a habit you need to build. For instance, if you love listening to music, you could commit to only playing your favorite songs while exercising. This pairing makes the desired behavior more enjoyable, improving consistency. Social influence is another powerful factor in shaping habits. Clear explains that we naturally adopt behaviors that align with social norms. Surrounding yourself with people who exhibit the habits you wish to develop increases the likelihood of adopting those behaviors. For example, if your goal is to improve your study habits, spending time with diligent students reinforces that mindset. Third one, make it easy. One of the most powerful insights from Atomic Habits is Clear's focus on reducing friction to develop new behaviors. He highlights that motivation alone is unreliable. Instead, simplifying a habit makes it easier to sustain. Clear recommends starting with small actions, what he calls the 2-minute rule. By committing to just 2 minutes of a desired behavior, you build momentum and reduce resistance. For example, if your goal is to start exercising, beginning with 2 minutes of stretching makes the task feel manageable. Once the behavior becomes automatic, expanding the duration becomes easier. To break bad habits, Clear suggests adding friction, intentionally making unwanted behaviors difficult. For instance, if you struggle with excessive phone use, logging out of social media apps, or placing your phone in another room creates obstacles that discourages the habit. Fourth, make it satisfying. Clear emphasizes that immediate rewards reinforce positive behaviors. Since our brain prioritizes immediate gratification over long term benefits, attaching instant satisfaction to good habits is essential. For example, if you are trying to save money, transferring a small amount into a saving account after each successful budget day creates a sense of accomplishment. Tracking progress is another powerful way to make habits satisfying. Using habit trackers, checklists, or calendars provides a visual sense of achievement, encouraging consistency. For example, marking each workout day on a calendar builds momentum, making you less likely to break the streak. Conversely, to eliminate bad habits, clear advices making them unsatisfying. For example, setting financial penalties or accountability systems that discourage negative behavior. Identity based habits, the foundation of lasting change. One of the clear's most powerful insights is the concept of identity based habits. Rather than focusing solely on outcomes, Clear encourages aligning habits with the type of person you want to become. For instance, instead of setting a goal like I want to run a marathon, focus on developing the identity of a runner. When your habits reflect your identity, they become natural extensions of who you are, making long term change easier. Clear emphasizes that identity change requires repetition. Each positive action reinforces the belief that you are becoming the person you want to be. For example, consistently writing strengthens your identity as a writer, and daily meditation builds the identity of a calm and focused individual. Practical applications and real life examples. Throughout Atomic Habits, Clear shares real life examples to illustrate his principles. He highlights successful athletes, entrepreneurs, and professionals who achieved remarkable results through consistent habit building strategies. For instance, British cycling coach Dave Brailsford improved the British cycling team by focusing on marginal gains, small improvements in multiple areas that collectively led to Olympic success. Clear's principles are versatile and applicable in various areas of life, from improving health, productivity, and relationships to mastering skills and achieving career growth. By embracing the philosophy of atomic habits, individuals can unlock their potential and build sustainable success. Conclusion. Atomic Habit is a powerful guide that emphasizes the importance of small, consistent changes in achieving lasting success. James Clear's practical strategies, making habits obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying, provide a clear roadmap for transforming behaviors. By shifting focus from outcomes to identity, Readers are encouraged to develop habits that align with their values and long term goals. The book's core message is simple yet profound. Lasting change doesn't require dramatic actions, it's the small daily improvements that ultimately shape our future.